This is a sad week for us because Redford's going home on Saturday. He's in his 6th week of training, and so the last couple of weeks I have been doing a lot of the same thing in different environments. In other words, we've been doing the here command, we've been doing the sit command, we've been doing the down command, we've been allowing him to kennel or know his place in a lot of different environments. And really, if I want you to concentrate on anything in weeks 4, 5, and 6, it's doing the same thing in different environments. All of those different environments are a distraction and are a test of whether he has the basic obedience. So today, what we're going to do is review some of the same things, but you're going to see him in different environments, and you're going to see me adding more and more distractions. You're also going to see a dog that's relaxed because he knows his place, he knows his commands, he knows what's expected of him. The last thing you're going to see is, if you see on the bottom of Redford's neck, you'll see an e-collar. What's an e-collar? It's an electric collar, and it allows me to tell him the instant that he does something I don't like. And with Redford, 85% has been only vibration. Same thing your phone does when you get a call, but I can tell him that I don't like what he's doing at that millisecond, even if I'm 30 feet away from him. And I can also give him the verbal negative. Remember, the verbal negative is "Rrr," and I sync that with my vibration, and that really sends a clear message to him. When we're finishing dogs off, we're almost always trying to introduce the e-collar. Many of our clients will use the e-collar when they go home. Many will not. Redford doesn't need it, but it sure has helped in this last little bit. He's been trained for 6 weeks. One of the things I want to encourage you is 6 weeks of your time, 20 to 30 minutes a day, and you will have a super citizen, and I think I can demonstrate that to you in just a little bit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? We're about deepening canine connections, and we love the pillow to deepen our canine connections. Let me show you what I want you to do as you move into week 4, 5, and 6. You're moving the dog inside. You're also housebreaking him, and you're also teaching him to stay on his pillow. So Redford already knows that when I say kennel, it means get on or get in something. Then when I take him to this pillow, I'm going to hook him up. Redford, here. Here. Redford, here. Kennel. Good boy. Sit. Down. Down. Good boy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow Redford to self-correct. So Redford could be here for 2 minutes or 2 hours. If I walk past him and he gets up, what's going to happen is the chain will pull against him. Remember what I did when I was training him and he got off the mat when I wasn't wanting him to? I tugged on his collar with the leash. Now I have an invisible leash, which is this little chain right on the back here, and it hooks him up. And we'll show you that in a little second with when Redford's off. But this is the chain. This is what it looks like. All it is an eye screw put into a stud, and then I put a little bit of chain on there and a dog snap. And what it allows me to do is, as I move back and I get tempting for Redford and I do things that will distract him, he gets up, he gets corrected. He stays in place. He stays calm, stays where I want him to be. This is what we're now doing to introduce him into the home and get him used to being on his pillow for either 2 minutes or for 2 hours. What we're doing is we're teaching our dog today to sit on the door. What does that mean? Well, it's kind of inconvenient for you when you open the door every time the dog rushes in, especially if you got 3 bags of groceries in your hands, or there's somebody inside that you don't want the dog to bother. So what we want is we want a dog. So Redford's been hanging out on his mat. We're going to encourage him to, Redford, here. That's a good boy. Then we're going to act like we're going out the door, but we're going to ask him, sit. Good. Sit. Now I'm ready to correct him if he moves, but he doesn't move, and then I say, okay. Good boy. Good boy. Now we're going to do the same thing coming back in. Here. Here. Sit. Open the door. If he gets up, I'm going to correct him. If he doesn't, okay. Good boy. Then what we often do is we often teach him to go right to his mat. Here. Sit. Down. And the reason we do that is we're going to keep him on this mat for anywhere between 2 and 20 minutes. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for him to calm down. He's obviously very calm right now, so I would let him off the mat right away. But what we're trying to teach him is when you go inside, you chill out. So once he chills out, then I give him freedom. Redford? Okay. Okay, come on, buddy. You're just too chilled, huh? And I'm going to tell him, because he chilled out on the mat, he's got freedom in the house. That's going to be a positive for him. He's going to learn to chill out faster and faster every day. We're on the last part of Redford's training. And what we're trying to do is teach him that he needs to stay in a variety of different places on different surfaces. So what you're going to see is different surfaces, but you're also going to see me offering him more and more distraction, and you're going to see him handle that distraction. So the first surface that we're going to put him in is a half kennel. It just represents a variety of different things that you can put him in. So this is his most common surface. And remember, we taught him to go kennel. Still works. But now we did on day 1 of his training. Redford, here, sit. Good. So now we've asked him to stay there. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to offer him more and more distractions. He loves to play with these things, by the way. This is his favorite chew toy. This is his ball. So what we're asking him to do is pay attention to us when those distractions come. Then we're going to ask him to go to different surfaces. Redford, here, here. That's a good boy. Sit. Down. When we ask a dog to go down, it's like saying, chill out, dude. Chill out. There's going to be chaos going on around you. There's going to be things that you normally like coming into your life. There's going to be people praising you. Oh, that's a good boy. That's good boy. There's going to be distance. I could go to the other end of the house. And there's going to be time. And all that time, all I'm asking you to do is chill out. And look at how good he's done this. 6 weeks of training, and he knows that this is his spot. Doesn't get off this spot unless he's asked to get off this spot. At the same time, I'm a duck hunter, so I want him getting used to duck hunting. So we're going to go, Redford, here. Good boy. Good boy. I wanted you to go the other way. Come on. Because I want people to be able to see you in there. Okay. Here. Hey. Redford, here. Redford, here. Good boy. You figured it out, but kennel. Good boy. And then I reward him on this side. And then what does he do? Is he chills out. And I present chaos on the outside. Right? Here's his favorite chew toys. Here's me moving around. Here's all this stuff going on. And all the time that he's in the dog blind, what is his job? To stay relaxed. Because what is duck hunting? It is relaxing in different environments. Now, I also want to move my pillows around throughout his training. So sometimes the pillow is in the living room. Sometimes the pillow is in my office. Sometimes the pillow is in the kitchen. Sometimes the pillow is by the dining room. So it doesn't matter which pillow, and it doesn't matter where I ask him to be. He just knows. Come on, buddy. Come on. He knows so well. Come on. You want to stay in there, huh? Come on, let's go. Good boy. Good boy. He knows if I ask him to go on a pillow, here, Kennel. Oop, slippery one, huh? Down. That once I ask him to go down, it means chill out, dude. You're going to have a great time, and people can come and visit you. Kids can come around. Grandma can come over, but you're not in anybody's business. We've said this before, but 98% of the households have the dog decide how much dog everybody gets. In our household, we decide how much dog everybody gets. And does Redford look stressed? Does he look put out? Does he look like he's frustrated? No, he's just learned. That's the rules. That's the parameters. And in this house, as long as I play by the rules, I get lots of love and lots of attention. That's what he loves. He's a good boy. That's a good boy.